Today we're going to talk about the best places to attack. So a few general principles for when to attack is when the ball is high or the opponent isn't expecting it. So typically when we're playing pickleball, we're getting in a cross-court dink rally or the opponent's trying to make their way up to the net. And what we're waiting for is a ball that's basically high enough to attack. That doesn't mean the ball has to be up here for us to slam it. We could flip the ball from a lower position, but most of the time we're looking to attack when the ball is high enough, and that could be off of a volley or off of a bounce, just so long as the ball is high enough. So those are some general principles for when to attack. And where we want to attack is basically the dominant side of our opponent. So if they're righty, that means it's going to be on this side. You know, if they're lefty, relative to me, it's going to be on this side. So either at their shoulder or their hip. These are good places because we're usually sitting on our backhand, so it takes us time to flip over to our forehand, and oftentimes it gets us in kind of a handcuff position where we lack control and the ball goes out or into the net, or they pop it up for the next one. So the right shoulder or the right hip is generally good for people who are righty. Having said that, what we don't want to be in pickleball is predictable. So if I keep attacking my opponent's shoulder and I keep attacking their dominant side, they're going to get used to it, right? So pickleball is about being adaptive. So they're going to start sliding a little bit and getting ready for that forehand attack. And in that case, what you want to do, so not to be predictable, is to switch up the spot. So if my opponent sees me keep going to their right shoulder or their right hip, I'm going to switch the spot and go more towards the line in this case, right? Or I'm going to go towards their other shoulder and switch the spot. So just not to be predictable, switch your spots if your opponent's getting used to it. But if they're not getting used to it, keep going at it. So if something's working, don't stop. So we're just thinking, good. Okay, he's getting used to it here. Might have to change up the spot. Yep, so we're just dinking. Okay. That one's gonna leave another mark. Okay, good. So that was his backhand. So we're still dinking. Good. It caught the net, but it was still hard for him to switch over to his forehand side. And that's what we want. Waiting for a ball. Okay, it's high, really hard for him to get over there. Ooh, see, got him right at the right hip here and was really tough to defend to get his paddle over to that position. Same thing there. And see, on that one, we don't even have to be able to take it out of the air. It doesn't have to be a volley. It could be off a bounce as long as you're not off balance. So if the dink for my opponent isn't a super aggressive dink where I'm off balance and I'm getting pulled out wide, if it's just a normal lift dink that's kind of, it's a little lofty, it's high, and it's really accessible, so I can just step in and get it, that's also a good time to attack. So the ball doesn't have to be particularly high or in the air in order for me to attack it. Oh, good try. Oh, see there, I switched up the spot a little bit. Ed's expecting me to go forehand, so I'm just trying to switch up the spot. Still dinking. Jeremiah has some good dinks here. Yeah, good. So we're not always trying to win the point off the first one. Then at that point, I caught him off guard with the same forehand shot we're talking about, but it was the next one I was able to get to put away. So usually, a lot of times in pickleball, it's a 1-2 punch where we're able to win the point. It doesn't have to be right on the first one. We're just trying to gain any little advantage that we can. Same spot there.